All right, so welcome back to another comic review, another book sent to me by my friend Chris. Thank you as always, brother. Today we're going to be talking about Storm Thunder War. This is the second volume in Rare Alodele. I'm so sorry, I butchered that name, I just know it. But yeah, this is the second volume, probably my second favorite of the new X-Men books. And trust me, I got a bit to go through. But yeah, as you guys know, Phoenix, which is ending, unfortunately, has been my favorite of the series. But Storm definitely would. If there was no Phoenix, Storm would be probably my favorite title. Um, so a bit of backstory for where this series is. Basically, after the events of Krakoa, Storm has set up shop in Atlanta in a new sanctuary, and has been kind of reeling from a lot of things. One, she basically told the truth of a mutant child who killed a lot of people, but her powers are basically flaring out of control. There was also a bigger overarching thing is that the cosmic entity Eternity has been using her body and basically made her his herald in an upcoming, Thunder War. And the U.S. government's also after her because A, they want to know what happened to that mutant child that killed all those people, and B, they just want to hurt her because she's a very powerful black. They basically say without saying, "You're a very powerful black woman, and we don't like that." So, yeah, and I am just gonna say it right now. I'm just gonna tell you all. After reading this comic, Storm could absolutely beat Goku in a fight. That's going to be the tagline, and I can already tell you, all the DBZ, made the DBZ fanboys are going to be like, actually, Goku can't be beaten by Storm because he can do this, this, and this. It's a joke, first off, so calm your tits. Secondly, yeah, Storm. Storm could hang with the Z Fighters after this, because not only is she empowered by Eternity, the living spirit of the Marvel universe, she also, they've talked about this before, but I had to get reminded of this. She's the descendant of Agamotto, the first Sorcerer Supreme, and she's the descendant of an Elder God. And on top of that, Storm trains herself and uses these cosmic abilities to fight interdimensional gods and also slay the Black Winter. You know, that universe-eating thing that Donny Cates came up with in Thor? Yeah, that thing is back. And there's actually a lot of connective tissue with a lot of Donny Cates' run that I feel like, because remember, in his Thor run, Donny Cates talked about this big thing that basically scared Thor. And it was an image of Thanos holding a black gauntlet and a Infinity Gem-infused Mjolnir with an army of Marvel zombies behind him. Unfortunately, Cates wasn't able to complete that story because, he had an accident that hurt him. He is trying to get back into writing, so maybe but it does look like other writers are kind of touching on this, especially Alodele, so especially for their run. What I like about this comic is that they basically show Storm being the queen of I'm not fucking around. This comic basically tells you that Storm will not bow to anyone. And the whole overarching story in here is also this whole Thunder War, but also the first Storm God has returned, Hadad. And Hadad is here to kill the universe. There's a lot of other overarching things, such as Hadad, as well as Eternity and Eternity's brother Oblivion. We also get more that there are more than one Black Winters, which I was kind of I feel like that kind of takes away, doesn't it? That there's more than one, that Black Winters are basically now just parasites who just go around trying to eat the universes. I don't know, I liked it better when it was just the one Black Winter. Having it multiple just feels like we lessen the threat. And the Black Winter was such a cool adversary, but it kind of runs the whole thing of why did we need to bring the Black Winter back at all? Because I feel like the threat was kind of self-contained in Thor, but it is cool that we're still doing stuff with Donny Cates' run. I also will say that I feel like we could have cut out one issue. This is a 6-issue book, but I understand for the trade because it does deal with the Thunder War, but it also ties in with X-Man Hunt, which is the other X-Men event that basically had everyone looking for Xavier after he broke out of Grey Malkin prison, which I do have. I'm going to get there soon. Soon-ish, I should say. That's the better term, is soon-ish. But yeah. So, I love this series. I really do. This just is Storm bending literally everyone to her, bending everyone to kneel before her. Even Infinity, Eternity's brother, she like makes her bow. There's a lot of like cosmic opera here. I would actually love to see, honestly, if I'm being 100% here, I would personally really love to see this writer take on like a cosmic book, like something like Silver Surfer. Like, yeah, a Silver Surfer book by this writer would be kind of awesome. I also really do enjoy Storm. Just there's also like a great moment in here where like Storm is facing Hadad in a big like Dragon Ball Z-esque fight, and the world is like seeing red lightning spray everywhere, and everyone's like all concerned. But meanwhile, Rogue's just like cooking barbecue, and she's just like, Aurora's got this. Don't worry, guys. She's fine. Who wants a hot dog? I really do like that this comic showcases that Storm's power set, and also being increased by the living spirit of the Marvel Universe. Yeah. But we also see that there's level of temperance there. It's not like she's just this Mary Sue now. She's not like some kind of like Mary Sue kind of OP god. I mean, she is an OP god, but like she's still like human. She still views herself as a human being. Even not even as a mutant. She views herself as a human and the god of Earth. And I love during the Thunder War when she's being attacked by the other Thunder gods. She's just like, yeah, your biggest problem isn't your power, it's your pride. And she just uses that on everyone. Like when she's battling Shango, the African thunder god, she just outsmarts him and puts him in like a little cosmic prison for a bit. And there's Chalk, the Aztec god of thunder, and he's like, you too? Yeah, she got me. I also really like the use of some other mutants like Gateway, Maggot, and Eden. I liked how they're utilized here. I will say something happens to them where I was like, I don't agree with that. I also like how they're utilizing Brother Voodoo in this comic. Like there are so many. The thing is, and I think it like sometimes I feel like there's so many spinning plates with this comic that sometimes you're just like, whoa, okay, hold up, I need to take a breather for a second. But still, I think this is still a great comic. It's a great cosmic opera. Storm, this writer knows Storm. Like this writer knows how to write Storm. I also will say, and it's something I brought up in the review I had for for One World Under Doom, where basically halfway through the book, it goes from Thor to Beta Ray Bill because of the events of Immortal Thor, where everyone's just forgotten Thor lives on Earth and Beta Ray Bill takes over. So while it is a little confusing, it's still cool to see my boy Beta Ray get some spotlight finally. Anyway, so I continue to love this series. So Chris, thank you once again for sending me this comic. And if you haven't already, go check out the 2 volumes of Storm, because we're going to be heading into a new cosmic event called the War Above All. And also Storm's daughter. Yeah, which I think is probably going to be Logan's kid. The moment they announced that Storm had a kid, that they didn't say who the dad was, but they brought up this little thing saying, see, I got my dad's fangs. And all I could think of is, if you ever seen that movie Life, the moment I heard that, all I could think was Logan was sticking his hat on going, I'm the pappy. If you know that movie, then you know what scene I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah. Chris, thank you once again for this comic. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, the Multiverse.